Hey, Pete.
Hey.
Is this your office?
It is our office, yeah. Come on, let's just get going. We've done this intro about 6 times now. Get in here. Right, you know what? No, you chill out. I'm going to take over. Guys, what we're going to do is an office tour because we've got this amazing space next door. But we're going to start in here, which is our studio. Is that all right?
Yeah, that
was
awesome.
That was absolutely perfect.
So, how long have you had this space for?
This space we have had for, that is a good question. So I think we got this second lockdown, so probably about 2 years now. And to be honest, it was a bit of a weird one because it's quite a lot to rent, but also at that time, literally couldn't get out on any golf course. So to actually get this was absolutely essential, probably more essential than I realized. So we did all the club filming in here. We still do all the data-driven testing in this room as well. And then that allows us to then go out to the courses and get the on-course reviews. And it's changed a little bit over the last 2 years, but now we've got next door, which we'll show you in a sec. That is helping us to redefine this space as well. So it's been really, really good actually.
So I'll say one thing, it's looking very clean here as well.
It is looking, I would say, unusually clean. If you've not seen the club collection video that we've done, by the way, we'll kind of link it here. We got all the clubs out and we showed them all. Just give you an idea of what we're packing.
Where are all the clubs, by the way?
All the clubs are in what I would call, God, what would you call this? The room of death, maybe? So this is an old mill in Manchester, an old cotton mill. It's a little bit higgledy-piggledy, like the offices have been like chucked into really random spaces, like this archway that David is sitting in. I presume this was a window, like who knows, it could have been everything. And like through here, there's like a space. I suppose we can have a look, couldn't we? I'll tell you what, pass us that off. I'll kind of show you. So like in here, we've got the clubs. I've got a Wilson bag thrown on there, but you can see like the piping. No idea where that goes up to. Like what is that? Like, why is there a gap there? And the roof. That's what
that costs in there? That's guess.
Well, I think in the club collection video, we estimated about kind of 50k, as in retail. So obviously the stuff that we get through, it's cost. So it's nothing like that, and obviously depreciation in clubs, but yeah, probably something like that. But that's not the point. We're not a shop. It's for the club testing, so value's irrelevant as far as that's concerned.
And what have you got in here? What's all in all these drawers and stuff like that?
In all these drawers, we have, very proud of these drawers, exceptionally proud in fact. We have all the driver heads. So this year, we're using Ventus shafts. Now, really simply, when we've done club testing in the past, it's been fine using loads of different types of shafts. It makes the data sometimes kind of a little bit inconsistent, and you've got to figure out different weights and flexes. These are exactly the same shafts in identical specs apart from the shaft sleeve. So they fit into all the different driver heads, and all the different driver heads are in these drawers. So there's still a bit of stuff under embargo, so we'll throw out the Japanese drawer here, mostly Mizuno, Shrix, and a bit of Honda as well. So as the clubs come through, we fill up these drawers, and as the years tick by, we'll be able to pull them out, stick them on the same shaft, and do the comparisons as well. So it's, I think, going to really kind of completely change how we do things. Also, we've got GC quad in here for the testing, GC3 that we can take out to the course. A little bit lighter, a little bit more portable. So it's, setup wise for club testing is amazing. I've got to show you the thing I'm most proud of though.
What's that?
Look at this. So this, just a little bit of polystyrene, but look, all the different wrenches from all the different manufacturers. But what I do want to know is what that is. What's that?
I don't know. No idea.
What is it? Okay, fair enough. There's going to be a club head flying off somewhere pretty soon. And we've got the Stanley Fat Max, what do you call it? Vice. That we're going to be put here so we can support the club, stick on a green screen, do loads of different cool angles with it. Just so we're not kind of bound to the golf course. Also don't need to be bound to the golf course with this as well. Just look at it. Isn't it magnificent? This is Schaumburg.
Where's that?
It's in a lovely little town called Schaumburg, which is in the heart of Europe / America, or maybe Southern Hemisphere. I'm sure there's lots of Schaumburgs around. It's very tree-lined though, that's for sure. I don't know, but it looks scary. Yeah, what are we on? So par 4. What drivers we've got out? We'll use this bad boy. So this is David's driver. By the way, David is our brand manager. We'll introduce you properly in a moment. He just hates being on camera, so we'll make him feel awkward in a second. Let's go yellow ball. What we got? An AVX. Okay, so this is a draw driver the PowerPod unsliceable. Worst driver I've ever tested in my life. It doesn't slice though, I will give it that. That is an absolute pigeon killer, my word. That was my first swing in like 2 weeks, so, well, 1 week, a bit of an exaggeration. And David is actually currently doing the thumbnail, which will accompany this video. Putting some kind of laser network in place to deter, God, what was it? What was that film? Gosh, it's gonna be showing my age, where Catherine Zeta-Jones was ducking under all them lasers. Had Sean Connery in it. Oh, it was awful. But it had a scene where it was full of lasers. Anyway, it's very, you know.
Classic, like, spy kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, but that was like one of the first ones. Yeah, that was like one of the first ones.
Okay.
Anyway, David is brand manager, but he's currently ploughing his way through the thumbnails for the rest of the videos for this year. So he's caught up in that. I don't want to disturb him any longer. Slash, he doesn't want to be disturbed.
Show us into next door.
Yes, come on, let's have a wander through. So next door is amazing, actually. It is really, really cool. Come on, let's have a look. Here we go. New space. So when we got this, it was a bit ago now, wasn't it? So this was just a complete shell. We've redone everything in here as a space to kind of work from, but also as an extra filming space. So that was the whole point, to make it look nice enough that we could also film in here. Very important to understand your films will last forever on YouTube. This is Mick. He's the newest member of staff here at Finch Golf Media.
Hello. How's it going? You enjoying your tour?
Well, were you asking them the question or me? Because they can't answer back right now. Guys, get out to the comments. Let us know how you're getting on. Are you okay?
That's it.
Say hello to Mick as well. He's only, how long have you been here now?
3 months? 4 months?
No, I don't think it's that long.
No, less.
Yeah. I think it's like
forever.
like a month. He's on probation still anyway, so this might be the first and last time you see me. But he's been doing very, very well so far.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
I had to say that, didn't I? He's currently working on something which we will get into pretty soon. So we're restarting the Rough Cut podcast. So we're going to be filming that in this room as well. So we're going to be restarting that. I think it's going to be called the Rough Cut anyway. Not actually chatted about that yet. If we're going to change the name or not. So this is workstation number 1. These are both kind of standing desks. Obviously not at the moment, but they can be. We've got these 2 stations are kind of like high-powered Mac studio, just so we can get in here, grind away at the edits, and then we've got laptops that we can take away for ever editing on the go. Little camera station here. This thing in here, this is still under embargo, so we can't really show you what's in it, but this is game-changing. This is actually really, really cool. Look forward to doing the video in January, Tech Month, as we're going to be doing. We need to do a logo for that as well. A lot of things we need to do. So there's so many golf clubs coming out in January that we're going to do a full month of like tech orientated videos, because it's ridiculous. I think we've got 12 videos noted down to make, and I think we could literally make about 20 with all the different clubs that are coming out. It's kind of obscene, to be honest. These are camera equipment, a few bits and bobs, some GoPros, charging station down there. Camera we're filming on at the moment, that's the main one we use. So that's a Sony. This is mostly used for the course vlog because it's got a nice big zoom, and this camera doesn't. So I don't know. I'm not a camera expert, so I'm not very au fait with all the correct terminology. You guys are, but I'm not. Yeah.
And who's those clubs? Who's those?
So these are the team. These are the squad. So my clubs are next door, up next to Tigers, where they belong.
Elite level, yeah.
Elite level clubs. And these are the lads that I can slowly see like a migration of drivers from next door appearing in here, and putters. We'll have a word about where these belong very soon. Logo, by the way.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's very good, very good. So all this must have cost quite a lot. How much do you make on YouTube?
How much do we make on YouTube? Well, that is $1 million question. Unfortunately, it's not $1 million question. I wish it was $1 million question. Well, this is one way we can make more. We just have the videos playing in the background. Oh, that's mad. Yeah, so it's a new brainwashing measure I put in place. Every hour of every day, just those videos repeating over. Not really. Been playing the World Cup for like the last few weeks. How much do we make? Well, I have been doing, I'll tell you what, I'll show you here. It's probably the best way of doing it. I'm going to put this out anyway. So I've been doing the analytics for the Swing Quest channel. So this is our coaching channel. So this is kind of what we've done year to date on Swing Quest. So this will give you a decent idea. So I've had 1.8 million views. Estimated revenue for that is almost like 4.5 grand. So the way that YouTube works is it pays per 1,000 views. Now, there's a lot of different things that kind of go into that. So like the types of ad, where those ads are being played, the length of the video. So the Swing Quest channel actually receives less income per view than other channels because the footage is really kind of compressed. The video length is really short. The whole point of the Swing Quest channel was to do like a very snappy, all the information you need in a short space of time, which is good for people watching, not so good on the back end as far as the kind of amount of revenue and all the rest of it that it generates. But I think it's one of those difficult ones because I know a lot of people watch the Swing Quest channel. If you've not subscribed, please do, by the way. What we want to do with that channel is kind of continue this theme, potentially add more videos, maybe add some longer form content on there. But it's all an experiment. You know, it's only been going for a year. So obviously 50,000 subs, that amount of views, that amount of revenue, you know, this ain't going to change the world. We're not going to be buying a yacht anytime soon. It's just it's a work in progress. Like the main channel earns kind of more than that just because of the viewer length. We get more views and obviously more time on that channel as well. But you know, we talk about this stuff a little bit more. If you're not following us on social, I tend to put this stuff out on there, get a bit more in depth into it.
And what are your plans for next year? I see that 1 million box over there. What's all that about?
So this box, this is a very special box. So when we get to 1 million subscribers on the main channel, this is the box that we're going to be opening, and we're going to stay in here all day and just have literally the best Tuesday ever. So
It's gonna happen on Tuesday.
it's going to happen.
Tuesday.
That is my prediction.
That.
It's going to happen on Tuesday. So in this box, I am partial to a bottle of whiskey, and in here, careful lads, we have 15-year-old Sherry Cask Balvenie. So this is kind of like a limited rum. I've absolutely no idea the cost of this whiskey. All I know is that just looking at it, I'm like, God, I just can't wait. I can't wait to get stuck in. So if you haven't subscribed already, we saw this the other day, actually. We did a video on this, didn't we? Well, we said it in a video. Over half the people who watch this channel aren't subscribed. So if you could subscribe, it's totally free. You get incredible golf content, above average golf content. Hit the notify button as well. That would help a lot. But this is going back on the shelf, and this will not be taken down again until the big day. What we're going to do is kind of fill this with flags and pictures, and then start to spread those out throughout the office, because like the walls behind your guys' desks at the moment, there's nothing there. So every course we go to, we're going to try and get a flag if they sell it and start putting them up. Like these are literally from this year. The Creator Cup, that's 2019. That's when I did it with me and my golf, Seb, Chris Ryan. It was a really good day actually, that down at Wentworth. When I got we played the BMW Pro this year, my dad caddy got the bib, putter we forged at Swiss Forge, and the 7-iron. I got my hole-in-one in. But this is the 100,000 subscriber plaque that we got for the Pete Finch Golf channel. If you've not subscribed to Swing Quest channel, please do as well, because I want to try and get that by the end of 2023. It's got a nice little space there. Nice little space.
What would you say your favourite videos are to film going into next year?
I've already spoken about I'm going to do tech ones. I do love doing club reviews. I just like getting shiny things. I'm not sure how much. I'm going to leave a bit of space just in case you need to blur most of this out. But kind of this side of the office, we've got a couple of whiteboard rolls, I suppose. I was going to get whiteboard paint, but then had a bit of a northern moment, I would describe it, because it's quite expensive. So I was like, I'll just get whiteboard rolls instead. But they do the job. So we've been kind of scripting out things that we want to try and achieve next year, and bigger projects are going to be kind of at the forefront of that. So like the Head Pro matches, that was like a little toe in the puddle, toe in the water in 2022, just to see what that was like. So making that bigger and better. We've obviously got the Open, a couple of things going around that. We've got a pretty big project in May, which is going to be like a challenge. That's going to be over a couple of weeks. Those are the ones which I'm kind of quite excited about next year. Those bigger ideas which can engage more people, raise quite a bit of money for charity as well. That's probably what I'm most excited about next year. And we've also got our playing series that we need to do, and the podcast. We've got a few things going on, you know what I mean?
What's this station here that you got here?
Well, this is actually, I would say, I would actually put this as potentially the greatest thing that Kieran has ever made. So this is a food and drink station. Under here we have LED lights, which are all the rage, apparently. And look, it's lighting everything up. Other fizzy drinks are available. This is probably the most important piece of equipment we have here at Finch Golf Media. So this is Clarissa, the coffee machine. With her helping, guiding hand, she has shepherded me through some pretty tough times, I'm not gonna lie. Basically runs the office, fuels the office. We've got some, is that literally the last tea bag?
Last tea bag.
Last tea bag, okay. We've got one tea bag left. Absolute disgrace here, by the way. I got these two. 5 days ago.
Anyone like double decker?
Nobody likes double deckers or crunchy bits.
What's your favourite?
You know what? I'm exceptionally boring. Like literally just a plain dairy milk or dairy milk caramel. Just like, just pure, simple, unadulterated. Don't need no double deckers. Don't need it. Just give me that chocolate. Give me that chalky goodness. That's all I'm bothered about. Got cereals. We've got some food, which the lads can just tuck into whenever they want. Well, I say that. This was full again about 5 days ago. Then Kieran happened and moved through here like an absolute swarm of. Yeah, well, there you go. Eat what you want. Kiss. Apart from Kieran.
What have we got behind here? I see that there's a lot going on here. What's all this about?
Yeah, I think we'll show, well, I think we're gonna have to blur out like pretty much like two thirds of it. So these are all the tech releases in January. So like I said, we've got about 12 videos planned for this, but we've got 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16 different drivers that we're reviewing. We could actually review more than that. Pretty much the same number of, half the number of irons, pretty much same number of fairway woods, half of that again as far as putters, half of that again as far as wedges. Basically list all the clubs that are coming out, break that down to videos that we think you are going to enjoy the most and the most relevant for kind of people's games, then decide kind of video titles, kind of what the basis of those videos are going to be. Obviously that's subject to change because as we test the clubs we could find out different things about them, but like we're doing a lot more planning. And we're going to kind of keep this going month for month. So we're trying to film everything, get everything sorted, then we can start moving on to February, onto March, and then onto the bigger projects into the middle of next year. So there's just so much more planning going on. The only problem with this room and next door, because it's like big and tall, and it's getting better, but you can just still hear that slight echo. We're just trying to soften this place up. This stuff on the wall helps, but it's nowhere near enough. So I brought in a bit of my wardrobe from home from FootJoy, got the shoes down there, and we've got Jacob's Grandma's, what do you call this? Hat stand? Just a hat stand?
This isn't from IKEA.
No.
Oh.
No, this is not from IKEA. This is from Dunelm. I don't know where it's from. Another place that sells home things. I think that's about it, to be honest with you. I don't think there's much more to show.
Looks amazing. Looks very, very good. Very, very exciting.
You should be. You're working. Guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Become a part of this community and help us get the office next door to this again. What I want to do is by the end of the next few years have a run of about 5 offices all the way. We can like install a little like driving range or like an indoor range. Honestly, subscribe. If this video gets us to 1 million subscribers, we'll get an indoor range. We'll invite everyone down. How's that sound?
Love that.
What an absolute Brucey bonus that would be. Right.